Hey yo, it's Shannon Washington. I'm just driving back from the movies. I'm about to head up to work. And I want to give out this review real quick for an older movie. The Madea Boo 2 Halloween movie. I saw Acrimony, 18-wheeler. I saw the movie Acrimony and it was so bad that it made me want to actually go back and see Tyler Perry's other work. And I'm not gonna lie, Boo 2 is worse. Way worse. Oh, hold on. Way worse. To the point where it's actually kind of incredible that it even exists. Hold on. I guess the phone's not holding up today, so I guess I'll do it this way. So, what's going on with the movie Boo 2? The reason I say it's worse than Acrimony is because Acrimony at least attempts to be a movie. It attempts to tell a story. It attempts to be logical. I mean, it doesn't do it per se, but at least it attempts. You know what I'm saying? If I can fix this shit. And I can't. Whatever. At least it attempts to do these things. The problem with Boo 2 Madea movie, I'm not gonna lie, it's probably the worst movie I've ever seen. From the script to the jokes, from everything from in between. Fair, I'm gonna spoil the fuck out this movie. If you don't want to watch it, don't watch it. I mean, if you're asking me, you know, me to give you a recommendation, should you watch this? Stay away from hell from this movie. But yeah, the movie is basically a revamp to the other movie where Medea's kid, I forget her name, is basically trying to be a hoe. Like, she wants to go to this frat party and basically people run a train on her. Like, that's really what it's about. They don't say it overtly, but yeah, she's just a hoe and she wants to go to this frat party and have sex. Like, it's just a, you know, it's what it is. And the dad doesn't want her to go to the party because he thinks she's immature, which she is. And then it's Madea and it's the sisters and whoever, and that's basically the whole movie. And so the movie plays out as just that. Madea and their friends doing hijinks. It's just like slapstick, like the Three Stooges, saying terrible jokes, mind you, terrible jokes. And with what the fuck, this guy got me over. Okay, they let me over. So yeah, so basically there's a party and they go to this haunted fucking lake. Yeah. And they're having a Halloween party there. And at the Halloween party they make it like a horror movie where just get over. Okay, I'm back. So basically, you know, they're at a haunted lake, and next you know, they're getting kidnapped and murdered, and that's the whole movie. Like, no exaggeration, that's the entire movie. And at the end, it's like a very Disney-like ending where the whole time it was just a person amassed to teach her a lesson. Like, the movie didn't need to exist, period, like at all. It did not need to exist. And the reason I say this movie is worse than Acrimony, additionally, that it didn't try, is that it was shot so poorly. It looked like a YouTube movie. Like, I can't believe this was in theaters. There's literally scenes in the movie where you have to question, like, did they use Movie Maker for this? From Microsoft, Microsoft or Windows Movie Maker. Like, what the fuck is this? A lot of the scenes go on way too long. I'm pretty sure Madea and, you know, Tyler Perry and that little lady who has a little squeaky voice sounds like a goddamn chipmunk. There was no goddamn line in this movie. It was all improv, and it was bad improv. Not like Ghostbusters. Like, you're like, okay, it's improv, but it's catchy, it's witty. It was a waste of time. So this movie was about an hour and 30 minutes. It could have been 25 minutes. This could have fit in a Disney Channel episode. Seriously. I'm trying to think. What the one of the worst parts about it is that it wouldn't be so bad if Madea and their improv was actually funny, because they're supposed to be the what's what I'm looking for, comedic relief. Problem was, nothing they fucking said was ever funny, and only Joe, who every joke in this movie is about Madea being a dude with a dick or him pimping hoes, which is hilarious, because it's supposed to be a family movie, and all he's talking about is pimping hoes. Like, I ride this car hard like I ride my hoes. You better be quiet or I'll make you walk this street like my other hoes. I keep my pimp hand strong. Like, this is it was so bad. That kind of makes me smile. It was awful. The little high-pitched lady, all she did was say, Madea! And it was so irritating. It was unbelievable. The other black lady supposed to just be the old black lady. She had no funny lines. And then Madea just talking about beating people with like a gun. It was just a waste of time. Like I said, that's about 40% in this movie, and it drags on so much that, I was literally fighting myself not to fast forward this shit. I'm like, oh my god, how long this thing go on? It's just banter and banter, bad dialogue, bad script. Like, what the fuck is going on? Even the way they stand is awkward. There was one place in the movie where literally hold on, this guy gonna let me over. What the fuck kind of car is this guy got? Oh my god, what kind of car is that? The fuck happened to him? I'm sorry. This car looks like a a shark damn near. And I'm not even exaggerating. It looks like a shark. I wish y'all could see it. It's like an art car, but it's like a hoopty art car. Yeah, I didn't know it was possible either. I think they just had like a gray, and they just painted the bottom red and said fuck it. But no, the movie was just very grating. It got on your fucking nerves. It made you really want to fight everybody. I failed to mention this because she's really insignificant to the movie. Was that the wife of Tyler Perry makes an appearance, and she's just as much as like a thought and a hoe as the daughter. She was like, "Here's a new car." Man, girl came and drive. You want to go to a late night party with some frat guys, and you just turned 18, and it's like, and your daughter's a hoe. Like, yeah, go for it, girl. Whatever. But to be honest with you, if me being a parent, I say fuck it, let her go. If she's gonna be bound for failure, and I try to make it work, hey, when she goes to college, she's gonna be even worse. So, let her make her mistakes at home and learn from before she goes out and really starts fucking up. That's how I view it. But, no, it's just a waste of fucking time. And she allows him to go. Blah. One of the funniest things about Madea movies, or Tyler Perry movies in general, is their portrayal of husbands. Husbands in these movies are so lackluster. All the guy's job is to hold the lady's hand, walk behind them, and say, "I got you, I support you," and smile. That's it. That's the extent of every black guy's role in a Tyler Perry movie. Like, it's like, what the fuck? Like, there's a scene in this movie which was so bad, where the guy who's playing the husband or the new stepfather, this guy's right the fucking in the middle of the street. What are you doing, boy? What the fuck? So, literally, the guy literally looks at the camera and smiles for like 30 seconds straight. Not like glancing, like he looks direct at the thing and starts posing. And I'm thinking to myself, this movie supposed to be self-aware. Does Tyler Perry not see this when he has a camera in his hand? Like, what the fuck is going on with this movie? The movie said it was worth $20 million, but it was filmed in literally like 3 sets. In Tyler Perry's house, in the driveway, and at this fucking Halloween party in quotes. There's only people you see at the party, and it looked like I could have made this shit. Like, I'm just being honest. It looks like I could have made this shit with my iPhone. God damn it. So, the movie just kind of goes on. What happens, like, halfway through, they introduce these elements of being haunting, and they're supposed to be like this little girl from The Ring. And the stupidest thing about it is that she doesn't do anything. She just kind of walks around. Oh my god, it's a little girl. And people just run away in circles, and like, really? She's not even like fighting nobody. She's not cutting anybody. The makeup looks like, oh yeah, all the costumes in this Halloween party came straight from Party City. Like, I seen this, I'm like, oh, this got this shit from Planet City. At the point where they would bring new characters in and they would reuse the same costumes. Like, they have like 3 different people and they use the same costumes. Like, really? They don't even fit. Really? Like, everything apart from Costume City, like even the tents, the decorations, it was just shit. It was awful. It was unbelievable. They filmed like having this big party, and there's obviously no music going on during the party, and so they're just dancing to random beats and rhythm, and they just added post filming. It's like, really? Oh my god, like, this is god awful. What the fuck? So back to the bad movie. I'm kind of going on a tangent. Like I said, I'm somewhat driving right now. I'm about to park. I'm back where I need to be. But no, it's just a waste of fucking time. Madea and their friends are just well, like, literally, if it was funny, I could forgive it. I would hate the movie still. It was still cheaply made, and it was just pointless. After reading some reviews of the last movie and the plot synopsis, the last movie was exactly the same plot. She goes to a frat party. She goes there. She wants to be a hoe, and the parents break it up. What the fuck? Like, this movie grossed, I think, $50 million. $50 million. And it would cost $20 million to make, in quotes. Because they probably paid him. Like, reality, all this shit probably cost maybe $1 million max. These actors sucked. They were terrible. They had Kurt Angle in the movie, and he looked confused. It was awful. And I'm like, what the fuck? This guy supposed to be... I'm a black guy. So, you know, there's not many black directors out there who are mainstream. And people know about Tyler Perry and his work. And you watch this shit, and it makes you embarrassed to be black. Like Lionsgate, the people who put this in theaters, they're probably like, man, these niggers are going to watch this shit regardless. You know, like, man, these niggers... they saw the movie because it takes a lot of things to get to a movie to theaters. Like, there's a lot of people who has to get that approved. They're like, man, these niggas gonna watch this. It don't fucking matter. It don't matter how bad it is. And we proved them right. Like, damn right. We proved them right. We watched this shit and it was awful. We should be embarrassed as a people to be putting this shit in theaters. And then people willing to buy it. Then people who are dumb enough to put that shit on IMDb and put it 10 fucking stars. No. You're not putting that shit 10 stars. Like, see, the thing about those movies, right? It's an awful movie. Like, they didn't make any effort. It wasn't as frustrating as Acrimony. Acrimony, you could see he was trying to make something happen, and so you like, there's a line of logic that you try to follow, and there's all these big cliffs and dives, and it just goes every fucking where. Next thing you know, you're in a ditch somewhere trying to figure out how you got in here. Madea just doesn't give a fuck. Like, it's like, well, we gotta make this movie. It's gonna make money regardless how bad it is. I'm gonna bring out my iPhone and record a few scenes. Yeah, just gonna be a hoe. Fuck it. Just go to a party, be a hoe. And it's gonna be really stupid. The special effects gonna be shit. The story's gonna be predictable. What was that last thing we saw? It was Scooby Doo. Let's copy that. Do you think, Tyler? We think we should make the ghost like scary? It's like no, don't waste your time on being scary. It's Madea. This is Boo. Like, come on now. They're not expecting that. But we can change this. We can put it over the cliff. And the guy said, this is under the cliff. This is under the grave. This ain't going nowhere. Like it's really that bad of a movie, and it's really sad to say that about something. He just didn't care. A lot of the scenes you could tell they did it in one take. They didn't try again. Like the timing was weird. Like I said, it was all improv, and so because of that, it was like, let me get this real quick. I got it. Okay. What did you get? I got my phone. I'm about to call the police. Who are you gonna call? I'm gonna call the police. What? Where do you get the phone? It's that kind of shit. Like, it is ungodly bad. The frat guys are like 28, 29. Don't resemble college guys at all. And like, they overplay them so hard to just be like these dumb guys. Sure, I was in college. There were some dumb frat guys, but there were also some really smart guys in frats. Being a frat does not determine if you're smart or dumb. It's just an organization. You can be a Freemason, doesn't mean you're ruling the world. Shit, that's not how that fucking shit works. I mean, yeah. That was weird as fuck. Well, all in all, like I said, the wife turns out that she was sorry for being dumb and letting the girls go out there because anything could have happened. But at the end of the day, if you didn't do that, she was just being fucked by like 8 guys. Like, at the end of the story, she's still a hoe. She didn't learn a lesson. She didn't learn anything. She lied to her parent. She snuck out, and then her parents saved them, quote unquote saved, but they were never in danger. That was it. And then at the end of the movie, it was like Tyler Perry with his friends, like, oh yeah, we got him good. We showed them up. They're like, oh, who's that guy over there? Is that an actor? No, it's not an actor. And then Joe, the pimp guy, he just runs up to him like, hey man, what's up? I got some good weed if you want to smoke it. End the movie. Like, it should have been a middle finger to everyone who saw it. Like I said, it's probably the worst movie I've ever seen, when it comes to theatrical releases. I've seen The Room, I've seen Troll 2, I've seen those movies, but these were not nationwide theatrical releases that were making huge amounts of money. The Room is just incompetent, but he at least tried. It's really pathetic to see a guy as not popular and known as Tyler Perry to make just bullshit. And then us as a black community just eat it up. Like, oh, Tyler Perry, there's a black person, I'm gonna buy it. It's like, stop. White people will see that and they think we're just dumb as fuck. Like, I'm not gonna lie, if I was Hispanic, if I was white, if I was Asian, if I saw a group of people laughing at Boo 2 Halloween movie, I would fucking be like, wow, everything I thought was validated. Well, I don't have to give a review for this movie. It's dog shit. It's terrible. Don't watch it. It's poop. Like, it is. You can watch it. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's not as painful as Acrimony. You're not gonna watch a movie like this, like, oh my god, how are they doing this shit? This doesn't make sense. It's just more of a. You don't get like frustrated in that sense. It's much more of a, are you fucking kidding me, man? Like, are you, why is this here? Why are we even fucking, like, why do y'all even make this movie? If you're gonna give this little of an effort, just stop. Stop for everybody involved. And then, like I said, and it really makes it even worse that people put this in theaters and people buy it. But, worst movie ever. I'll throw it up there. Not the most frustrating movie ever. Not the most incompetently directed movie ever. Not the worst acting ever. But it's kind of all things encompassing the movie and its whole direction and what they were trying to do. The whole thing was a waste. That's my movie, probably 0 out of 10. It's not even a movie. There was no plot. There was no character development. There was nothing. It was just Madea and his friends going out pimping hoes and pooping on themselves and saying pee jokes like, I gotta go tinkle. And Medea's like, well, I don't tinkle, I shake. Like, it's like just... Well, I'm out. Peace.